Alrighty, what is up, y'all? Spencer K here. We are back for another episode of Nuclear Hearts, episode 53. I can't believe we're over 50, dude. I'm going to say that every episode for a while because that is a feat. Can't believe it, man. But we're going to be picking up where we left off last episode. We really struggled last episode. I hate to say it. We tried to create a villager breeder, and although we did successfully create one, it is not working how we intended. We also tried to change zombie villagers back into regular villagers. Once again, not really working how we fully intended. So we kind of have this weird situation where we have a lot of villagers and they've kind of stagnated with breeding. I wanted to build a facility or transport them to an already established village like that, but there's some problems with that. With security with the village like that, if I transport them over there via rail, I'd have to deck out the village, make sure it's safe, mega torches, a lot of torches, fences, walls, blood moon proof it. We'd have to do so much, man. It'd be a multi-episode thing unless I just spend, the next 10 hours doing it and then just cut it all up and only give you guys little bits. But I don't really have the time for that. And while that is a good idea, I thought of something a little bit better. Same with the facility. Once again, we'd have to build a big facility. I'd like to make it permanent and I'd like to make it look nice. I just don't know if I have all the supplies to do what I would like to do right now. So what I actually got to thinking when I was editing last episode is we have this awesome cleared out dungeon here right next to us. What if I just happen to ship all these guys down into that dungeon and then just kind of stick them in the different halls and walls and stuff, the different rooms down there, and just turn that into a villager area? I mean, it's already cleared out. It's safe. There's no more spawners. We can block out the caves. We'll get some building blocks to make sure there's no way for mobs to get in and then torch the hell out of it. I think that's going to be a play. And then that way it's closer too. Like if you look at how far that village is right there versus this dungeon right here, I mean, I'm going to dig down like right here and bam, we're in the dungeon. So I think that is the play. Let me know what you guys think, if that's a good idea or not. We're going to do it anyway. I may build another villager breeding facility somewhere else in the world at some point in time. I'm not saying I won't. I just wanted to do what is simplest right now. And first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these plants right here. This is unrelated to what we're doing. They've just been here for a long time. It was going to be a berry farm, but it's obvious this area is going to be taken over by villagers. So we're just going to get rid of this, and I will be back. Alrighty, there we go. We got rid of that, and that's just because I want to relocate that at some point, and there's a good chance there's going to be a rail or something related to villagers in this area, so I just figured we get rid of that to start the episode. Now, what we are going to do is actually go into the dungeon, kind of scout it out a little bit. I just want to see what type of materials we're going to need, maybe come up with a rough game plan, and then we're going to actually dig up from the dungeon. That way we could just lay a rail down from right there down into the dungeon and make it nice and simple for us. And I actually do plan on fixing it up here now. I think we'll go get some cobblestone, stone brick, maybe even some mossy stone brick and cracked stone brick, and just really make it feel complete. Let's get rid of all the holes and stuff, make sure it is torched up, stuff like that we'll get rid of. I'm also going to craft some elevators because I am tired of using these staircases, these windy staircases. They are driving me up a wall. Now, unfortunately, I don't know which way I am pointing. That's why we have this wonderful map. No, I need to go the other way, so that's why I wanted to check. I want to dig this direction because it'll dig this way and then just kind of make it a big L for the rail line. Now, let's see how far back this goes, because this might actually be a play here. If we go to the very end, of course, it's going to be a ravine, isn't it? Oh, boy, that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. I guess so. Oh, where are we looking now? We're looking straight north, actually. This might be a play. I don't think we're too far down, so this might be our best bet. I'm just going to have to be really careful with that ravine and make sure we block it in all the way before we start sending villagers down, because otherwise it is going to be a rough day for the villagers. I mean, they're going to get down here and immediately fall to their death, so we do not want that. And look at that, man. Wow, that is perfect. I mean, that's only like 10 blocks down, and bam, there is the building. I think we made the right decision. I was a little skeptical at first myself, but I think this was definitely the right. It's just going to be so easy, dude. Less supplies, that's what's important to me. I'm just going to steal that iron and then block that all off like that. The good news is we already have some rails in our backpack here because of that structure we tore down last episode, the one we were using to transport villagers up into our iron farm, actually, believe it or not. So I will have some rails, so we can just go ahead and slap those down. I'm going to have to go get more nonetheless, but it is kind of cool having some rails already. And actually, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I think I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then we're going to go put a stone brick there like that. And then we'll put a rail. And then that way the villagers cannot go back up. Wait a minute. We are using our brain. We're dangerous when we actually think before we act in this world. It seems like when we just randomly kind of do whatever and try to figure it out along the way, we seem to make a lot of mistakes. But man, if we use our brain, who would have thunk, right? Alrighty, just the fact that we already have that tunnel like that is good. Now, I was kind of thinking before we got on, I will explain it better once we get down there again. But I feel as if we just dig into the wall a little bit and kind of trap these villagers, that may be a play. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Should we do like little rooms or just little like 2x1 chambers? I'm not entirely sure. You know, maybe a little 3x3 room with a bed or I don't know. It's kind of tough to decide. I don't know if these villagers can actually use all the different stuff. Yeah, like all these different benches and stuff, like a smithing table. Can a blacksmith use a smithing table? Maybe we get a couple, you know, maybe we craft a couple of these. We see, just kind of experiment. I wouldn't hate that. I mean, they're not terribly expensive. We may have to go to Spawn to get some of the stuff, but yeah, I guess we can do that. We'll go ahead and craft some of those just in case. Alrighty, I got a few items from the house here, but yeah, it's pretty obvious we're gonna have to go to. Not, I keep saying Spawn. It's the storage facility here. That's what I need. I need to go to the storage facility and get some items. And I think this is going to be a perfect opportunity to use some cracked and mossy stone bricks, because I don't see myself using them like anywhere else. So we'll go ahead and grab a bunch of normal stone bricks too, because those are nice. But yeah, we'll grab some cracked ones. Alrighty, I think I got everything that I'm going to need. I'm going to be honest, I am not entirely sure. I was trying to get enough stuff to craft all those little tools or workstations as well, but there's like 8 of them, so I'm not sure if I grabbed every single piece. I need smooth stone. Is that gonna be this? Is it? Oh yeah, it sure is. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and craft some more of that. I actually have 0 smooth stone. I did not know that. So what I need to go do is get a bunch more of my stone and cobblestone and just smelt the hell out of it, because there's not even a place at the storage facility for it. So that kind of shocks me. I think I'm gonna need. We're gonna need a bunch of different random stuff, aren't we? Yeah. So I didn't know this, but I actually didn't transfer my elevator mod over from my test mod pack. So this, if you are playing Nuclear Hearts alongside with me, this is one that was intended to be in there. Kind of a minor deal. It has absolutely nothing to do with the game. But yes, here you go. Open blocks elevator. Oops. Alrighty, now that the elevator mod is actually installed, like it was supposed to be. It's a very simple mod. All you need is 2 elevators. I don't even think they have to be the same color. It just has to be an elevator. And you surround 1 ender pearl with whatever color wool you want the elevator to be. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it has to be black elevator. No, it doesn't. I just clicked on black elevator. That would make sense. So since I don't really have a lot of black wool on hand, we're just going to go shear all these guys over here. We'll just do a couple of white elevators. You can always change the color later, I'm pretty sure. So it's really not that big of a deal. And then ender pearls are pretty cheap. I feel like that mod would be kind of cheap if you're in a technology mod where you really are encouraged to build using only the technology. Like I know there are mechanical elevators and stuff. However, the HBM mod and the other mods that I am using don't really have elevators, at least that I am aware of. So I don't really view it as cheating. I'm only going to be using it in like permanent structures too. So I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Some people out there might be like, it's kind of cheap. Because it is kind of cheap compared to, you know, what it can do. I'm going to go ahead and craft a bunch of them just because. Oh, it looks like I can only afford 5. Alrighty, we have 5 white elevators. Probably should have gotten an even number, but I cannot be bothered. I don't think I'm going to need more than 4 this episode anyway, so if anything, we crafted an extra one. Actually, if I use more than 2, that means we are pretty dang productive. Let's go ahead and start with the elevators first here. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we could use more than 1. Oh, boy. Yeah, I take that back, actually. I'm going to be able to use that extra one right there. That way we can go up a level. And so how the elevators work, essentially, is you click jump to go up 1, just like that. And if you want to go down, you just hold shift 1. So it's that simple. Really, really cool. I do like them a lot. I'm kind of trying to fix these walls and the floors as well. But with that, we got to be a little bit careful, because that means we got to torch it up in here. Just, whoops, as I fall down. Yes, there we go. I'm not going to make it perfect right now. I want to make it safe. Gosh, dang it, dude. I keep falling. There we go. Block the other entrances. I definitely want to make it safe, right? If we're going to be tinkering with villagers and stuff, the last thing I want yeah, or mobs to be able to spawn and come ruin my entire day, because that would be bad. Are all these stairs? Just out of curiosity. Oh, look at that. That's nice and simple. So I'm actually just going to fill this up at some point in time, but I am unable to right now. So it's just going to kind of be an empty void. Unless, how much dirt do I have? We might be able to do that. We might be able to do that. There we go. We'll put that elevator right there. I'm going to bounce up, see if I can't fill that in. I think I'm going to be able to. Now, we're obviously hearing a lot of mobs down here, which I did clear the dungeon, but there are a lot of caves and stuff that kind of build into the dungeon. So that's all stuff we're going to take care of. I should probably go get some fences and stuff, too, just to block off the sections that we are not going to be tampering with. I don't know why I was trying to bounce up there. I could have just easily used the elevator like I intended. But oh well, I guess that's not what we're going to do today. Yeah, I'm just going to fill this in with dirt. Just try to prevent mobs from spawning, I guess. And just like that, we have filled it in. I'm just going to add a couple of cracked stone brick, maybe one mossy, and then we'll do the rest stone brick like that. I forgot one on the floor. I don't like the gravel in the structure too. Is that just me? I think that looks ugly. There we go. I don't think I got all of it. Nope, I definitely didn't get all of it. Oh my god, it's still falling. My goodness, that is insane. I definitely didn't get all of it, but that's going to be good enough. I'm going to bounce up one just to make sure. Yep, we look good up here. You don't want any holes in the floor. Gravel, gross. Get out of here. And then we should be able to shift down and shift down. Sweet, man. Look how nice that is. This roof is really, really high. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Maybe we bounce up, put some torches up there. Oh, gosh. Well, good news for us. We are already out of torches. We've been going through them so fast, man. My goodness. All right. We need some more supplies anyway, so we will probably just bounce up here real quick. Let me get rid of a couple stacks of my inventory here. We are filled up to the absolute maximum here. We should be good. Uh-oh. It's storming out. It looks like it's just a rainstorm. Good thing. I thought it was going to be a thunderstorm or something nasty. I was like, oh. Now, we do have that weather deflector there where that village is. So in theory, we shouldn't get hit by any tornadoes or hurricanes or anything. So we should be okay. Keyword's going to be the should be. Because I have absolutely no idea how that's going to work. I know we've used it once before, but I'm not super confident that it'll work 100% of the time. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good at all. I mean, it doesn't sound good, but... Oh, it's just a thunderstorm, although it's gaining intensity. Which way is it going? I mean, it might be moving towards us. It's just kind of sitting there, though. Uh-oh. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's moving. It kind of looks like it's moving that direction, so I think we're going to be okay. I want to try to get these villagers down there as soon as possible. I wouldn't hate to kind of dismantle half that facility, too. They got another iron golem. I'm actually going to take him out real quick, just because I could use the iron for some of these crafting recipes. See, if you use lava, they don't hurt you. Honestly, I could probably use a looting sword on the last hit or two, because I doubt he's going to be able to stop me, so that would be smart. I don't really care that much. Kind of like a free iron golem farm here going on, which is probably going to be the same for down there. I don't know what direction that's moving now that I look at it again, but we're going to go ahead and put one of these down, and we will put another one down maybe like right here, and that should be just about it. Oh, God, I put it off to the side one too many. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it, man. You hate to see it. Now we just got to build a little add-on to the building here to try to trap the villagers in the minecarts without them escaping on foot, because that would not be good. There we go. I like the way that is looking. It's not pretty, but it's not supposed to be permanent. That storm is moving towards us. I think it's moving right towards us now. Crap, dude. That is not exactly what we wanted. We'll just do one rail right there. That should work. And then we are going to go ahead and bounce up. Should be able to build this up a little bit more. Let's just build the whole thing out. Yep, I think that's going to be the best choice here. Let me actually go inside of it and try to build into this building now. Oh, there's a door here. That's right. That is right. Cool. We're going to block that off. Let's build a gate. Because villagers can't use gates, but I can, so that would help me. Who's taking damage? Are they getting hit with hail? They're getting hit with hail. Oh, man. I did not realize that. They are absolutely getting hit with hail. I heard them taking damage. I was like, hello? Who's here? Uh-oh, that's not good. You know, I probably should have just put a roof on this thing a long time ago. We've had so many problems just because I've refused to put a damn roof on this thing. I don't see the hail dropping, but I have to assume that's the only reason they're taking damage, right? What else could it be? Well, they seem very pleased that I finally enclosed this place up. So, you know, that's something, I guess. No, now we know for sure they're safe. It doesn't really matter if that weather deflector works. I should have done that a long time ago. I have no clue why I didn't. Like I previously said, I know I already said that, but I still do not know why. I think I need 2 planks, and then we should be able to craft that gate. There we go, oak fence gate. It's going to be right behind a door, which is kind of wonky. I think I'm actually going to move that. And you know what? That dirt block there doesn't bother me. Like I said, this is kind of temporary. Iron golem, but indoors. And he's stuck. Yeah, I think this will work, man. If I put a minecart down and I open this and wait for a villager to walk in and then just push him like that, that should work. Now, actually, ooh, do I do it? I think I'm going to go get one more gate. And I'm going to put a gate here instead of a block. That way I can come and go as I please. Once again, because I don't think villagers can open it. Oh, wait, I already have a gate right there. I am a goofball. You know what? I hate to use such cruel language, but I would consider myself a goofball. Yep, sounds like that weather deflector worked. It broke the storm right up. Well, unless it missed me and is hitting my home currently. That could also be an option, I guess. But who cares, man? We're not over there, so that's not going to be... Yeah, nope, it's still going. So, yep, we are just dodging it. We left the scene of... or the storm's going to strike, which is fine by me. We're going to go ahead and fill this in, and you know what, I can't really be bothered to make it look natural with all the mossy stone brick and crap. Let's just box it in right now. We will worry about that another day. Just want to make it safe for the villagers. That's the big issue here, is this place down here is not safe for them. Now that we're down here, here's kind of the options we have. I don't know what we want to do. I mean, we could always, you know, put a gate right here or something and then just kind of mine out, you know, these 3 blocks and have this be a little room for like 2 or 3 villagers. And same concept, mine this out, have this be a room for 2 and 3. I feel like that's going to be the easiest. Should we do that? So if we're going to do that, we might as well dig in like this. Dig in, what would it be? 3? 1, 2, 3, yes. And then mine like this, because I feel like that's going to be the most effective. Man, that is a lot of copper, actually. Well, I think we're all done with the rails, surprisingly. I thought I'd need more rails than that, but nope. I think we're good to go. We can get those out of our inventory. We're going to do the same on the other side. Then in theory, what I'm kind of thinking is we can do a little something like this. Just put stone brick down, and just kind of be a little window. And I really only want this to be 2 blocks deep. So do we do cobblestone? Do we do a mix? I think we just do stone brick to kind of keep it looking like everything else. Yep, I think that's going to be fine, just fine. And this is a nice little room for them here. And then same concept right here. We'll dig in via there. The only problem is we got this crap here. And this stuff drops that coal dust when you mine it, so that kind of sucks. You know what? I kind of like that, because this is already set up like that, so, you know, that'd work kind of good for a door. This isn't going to be the most beautiful thing in the world, but you know what? This is going to work out fine, just fine, and that's what really matters. But there we go. Whoops, we do not want to put those there. Then we can come inside here and just place 2 torches. I think that's going to be just fine, yeah, and then slap a gate down or something. Obviously, I'm going to change the floor, too. I don't want the floor to look nasty, but I think I'm going to do that. I'll do that with this entire hallway to that section right there. And we'll start with that. We'll see how feasible this is. You know, realistically, I could even do it here. I could add a couple right there if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. And then I could put likewise with likewise. I could put 3 blacksmith or 2 blacksmith, whatever I can end up fitting in here. I think that'll work. Oh boy, I got black lung. I was holding that shit for too long. Oh, my poor lungs. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh well, I'm down here mining, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. Oh. You're exactly what I need, unfortunately. I hate to put you down, buddy, but had to be done. Alrighty, I have the first hallway done, at least this portion right here. I kind of like the stone brick, cracked stone brick and all that stuff, the way it looks. I think it adds a little bit of character to it. Now, it's not the most visually appealing thing in the world, but I'm hoping it's effective, right? If I can fit 2 or 3 villagers per little room here, that would be awesome, especially if I go and I craft tools for them. and then they use those tools. And I may need one tool, or sorry, one workbench per villager. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case or not, if I could just put one, because it's 1.12.2, so it's going to be slightly different than all the newer versions of Minecraft. But I think we're ready to go and get some villagers. First things first, let's go ahead and block this off like that, so that the first villagers we get have to go into these first two rooms. They have nowhere to go. They can't run all the way down the hallway and try to escape me. Also, I need to get some iron doors. I need to get some levers so that I can officially trap the villagers in there. I may even get boats or something to kind of keep them in place once they get in there. We will see. Obviously, I'm going to need the minecarts, and I may reset my life because I currently have black lung and I have permanent slowness. Not a big fan of this. I'm not a big fan of wasting 21 levels, but yeah, we're going to go set my spawn just to make sure, and then I'll just go drown myself or something because this permanent slowness is going to drive me up a wall. Alrighty, we're going to use this guy as a test run. I don't know if this is going to work at all. It seems like if I push them into here, they get mad. Ooh, wait. This has potential. We got him stuck in here. I mean, the only way out now is through that minecart, buddy. Who are you? Cartographer. Okay, yeah, you know what? Honestly, I don't hate if you die. I mean, that's kind of mean to say, right? But at the same time, he's not super important to me. It's not like he's a mending villager, right? There you go. That works. Cool. We got our first villager on the move. Let's send him down. I don't think he took damage. That's a big first step. Sweet. Now that you are down here, let's see. Can I break this? Yes. Yes, cool. So now he could just kind of walk in wherever, I think, right? I mean, or he could just sit here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need wooden doors down here. Ah, that's what it's going to be. They need wooden doors. Let's do that. Let's do that, because he's going to be really bummed down here if he doesn't have his wooden doors. Villagers are strange creatures. Very, very strange creatures. Do not understand why that's a thing, but it's a thing, all right. Alrighty. Let's put it right there, I guess. Yeah, that'll have to do. And then we'll go ahead and put you there, I guess. That's going to have to work. And then I'm going to put some levers down. Part of me is wondering, it's going to be so hard to get 3 in there. Maybe I could do 2 per. I'm just trying to think, like, maybe I could box him in there, like, right now. Like, can I do something like that? Yeah, and then get a second one in here, maybe. That's about as far as I think I can do. Dang it, man. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. I'm almost thinking I got to do buttons or something. No, I'm going to make the executive decision, man. It's going to have to be 1 villager per room, which almost makes me want to change the design of all this. God, I've done that twice now, dude. That's going to piss me off. Whoa, wait a minute. I got an idea here. So what we can do, and it's going to require me to box him in again, but if he gets to this end, I could box him in right here, and then he'd be stuck here, and I could do the same thing for the guy right here. So technically be the same room, but I'll just use fences to separate them. I'm liking that idea. And the fact that there are doors here, maybe that attracts him somewhat. It seems like he likes that door. So I am going to assume. But yeah, there. So now we can open this. And he's stuck there. Like, he is stuck there. We can trade with him. He's safe. The next guy, if he steps right here, bam, bam, we'll do that again. And then that still gives us access to the room if we ever need it for whatever reason. And then the door's out of the way. I like that. Okay, crisis averted. I was a little worried there because I was like, oh, God, dude, what if I screwed this up? I'm hearing a zombie, and I see a zombie on the minimap. Is he inside? Oh, no, he's right here. Okay, good. Good. I was getting a little worried there. I was like, that's not good. All right, 1 zombie here, not a big deal. You need to be freed. All of you actually need to be freed. There we go. Let's go ahead and open all that up. Let's go ahead. Gosh, what should we do here? We got a lot of guys right there. I'm thinking about blocking this room off. Like, if I put a block down right here, if we can get a couple more of these guys in this room, we'll trap, like, nope, I'm not going to say it. I am not going to say it. We'll trap some guys in this room, and then all the ones not in this room will be the breeders. I am quickly learning that this is going to be way more complicated than I want it to be. Don't walk this way. Don't walk this way. You know what? Congrats. Now you're stuck. Now you are stuck. You have lost all rights. They are trying. They are trying to get out of here. I don't think they're going to breed. They are sure trying to go that way. I don't know if they're going to breed or not, man. The goal is we got to get them in this room here. That's going to be kind of tricky. Maybe if I take that wooden door I just broke and maybe put it in here like this, maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll kind of trick them to go into here, because right now they're just kind of having a door orgy right here. Who are you? Oh, you're another cartographer. Yeah, get in there. There. I was going to crash out, dude. I ain't even going to lie. That was way harder than it should have been. There's probably a better way to transport villagers. I'm sure there is. I am not that guy to figure it out, though. So, oh, gosh, that was easy, dude. Now we got 2 in there for surezies. Cool. Well, guys, I've been slowly moving villagers over, and I kind of had a game-changing idea. I don't know why I have the intentions of keeping this breeding facility right here and then having to use rails to move these guys 1,000 blocks away. And it's not really that far. But it's kind of a pain in the ass. So why don't I rebuild a breeding facility down here? Now, the problem is I want to move all the villagers down here. So that's like the first step. But I have been slowly moving them. I haven't made a ton of progress because it is kind of slow. But I got the 2 in there. This guy's stuck. And then we just got these 3 guys as well. I'm hoping to get one of them in this room over here, which surprisingly does not have an iron door for some reason. There we go. That's kind of important. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of grinding to do. There's a lot of bullshit that I'm going to have to do here in the future, but we will get through it, I guess. Alrighty, guys, this is just getting dumber and dumber. I got rid of the rail. I ended up using a boat more than the minecart, and I was like, well, let's just make the whole damn thing a boat, and, you know, what's faster in a boat? Water, so, yep, I had a bad feeling that this was going to happen. So the test run's going to be a fail. Now, he's alive, but yeah, that's not quite what I wanted. He just got his shit kicked in. All right, cool. So now that that works, I know I have to improve it there a little bit. The fact that it works, let's see, we can get him into here. My goal is to have 2 of every type of villager except for the librarians. I guess I'm just going to have to mass produce these guys. I don't like what I'm doing with the cartographers because really they're a one and done type of villager. But I need to get them out of the way so I can tell what's a librarian and what's a cartographer. That's kind of the tricky thing. So I'm trying to put all the cartographers on this side and then mix and match everybody else on this side. These are actual librarians. It's just kind of a mess right now. Now, I've run out of space. I don't have anywhere to put this purple guy. I was going to put him right here and then maybe do a little bit of shenanigans right here as well. I don't know. It's turning into a lot bigger of a mess than I thought it would, which is not ideal. The good news is the process to get them down here is 10 times easier. And I think I'm going to keep the villager breeder up there because it is already working and I don't want to mess with it too much. Oh boy. I guess another problem is I'm going to have to go make more elevators because I do not want to run all the way over to that one every single time. It's not far, but it is kind of annoying if I'm over there mostly. So let's go do that. Look at that, man. I was muted there for a sec while I was trying to figure that out, but yeah. Now that's quality. That is quality of life right there. Sweet, man. Awesome. We got this elevator working. That just makes quality of life just so much better, all right? And I mind a little bit more of this roof, so let's just run down, torch it back up. Sweet. And then it should be able to bounce up. That wasn't very nice. I don't think I deserved that. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I deserve. Whatever, man. Sweet. So let's do this from start to finish here because I think this process is going to be a hell of a lot easier. We are going to need more boats is kind of the kicker because I feel like I'm going to go through a lot of boats. What are you, a fisherman? So yeah, we just hop in that like this. We stop. We open the gates. And then ideally, this is kind of the tricky part. You turn around. You close the gates. Just because there's babies, that's the only thing that would screw this up, is a baby villager escaping. My goodness. I still take a little bit of damage. You just go so fast, man. I guess I could mine a little bit more of the roof, too. But then, let's see. We hop in, and we got to find where his buddy is. Does he have a buddy? Is this guy a fisherman? I think he's a fisherman. No, he's a shepherd. I don't have a fisherman slot. All right, so I'm going to have to pull this guy all the way down here. That kind of stinks. Dang it. All right, I changed my mind. I guess we're going to be working on this place down here a little bit longer. I'm not fully confident that this is going to work. It's really, really narrow, and this makes me a little bit scared. Oh, I'm already stuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a singular cell here. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 2 guys in this one. Which is fine, I guess. We'll go ahead and just do that. There we go. There we go. He's just his own little guy in there. That looks terrible, dude. It looks terrible. We're here for function, not necessarily looks, I guess, but let's torch this up. Alrighty, we built a couple more apartments down here in the dungeon. Yeah, it's basically cells. We're in a dungeon. There's no good way to put this. I probably could put some ice down here too, now that I think about it. Now, the problem is I don't have packed ice. If I do normal ice, it'll melt. That means I need packed ice. And I don't think there's a way to craft it in this game. The modern Minecraft mod, for some reason, is a little bit wonky when it comes to packed ice, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to come back and fix that because I just dismantled the actual light in order to get this thing to work. Oops. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and shut that. We'll free you. Oh, crap. I didn't put the other torch in there either. Wait. He's right where I need him to be. Perfect. So we can open that back up. Bada bing, bada boom. And put that torch there. Sweet. That's exactly what I wanted to do. We're going to do the same thing over here. Just prep it. There we go. Put that torch down. Sweet. I'll have to come back and break it. But yeah, this is essentially what I'm doing. So I don't need a ton of these normal villagers, all these other guys. Like farmers, man, the shepherds, we probably only need 2 shepherds. I mean, we'll see what the trades are, and if they are that much different, that big of a difference, we can come and do more in different hallways. I don't really care right now. Our goal is still the mending villager, the white coats. So we are going to load this floor up with white coats. If I have to move these guys to a different floor, so be it. If this entire floor is just the white coats, I am fine with that. I do not care. Least of my concerns, right? Most importantly, breeding white coats. Yeah, so that's not great. Okay, let's go to sleep. I didn't like that very much, alright? I did not enjoy that. Alrighty, and there is a villager right there. Zombie villager, that is. I'm probably going to have to sweep this building. Just double check it, make sure there's no mobs getting in here. Actually, no, that's perfect, man. Let's go ahead and slap... Well, never mind. They both just left. I was going to say, let's slap a boat down, but can't do that. Everyone just fucking got out of town. Oh, there's a iron golem in here now. Yeah, a lot of cartographers. We're going to have to start clicking on all of them. I won't mind, this guy. I think I only have 1 fisherman down there. I don't mind stealing him. I just don't want to take too many villagers right now. Just because... Oh, he just smacked that zombie through a wall. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, just because... They need to breed, right? If there's 4, 5, 6 villagers, I think the breeding rate will be a little bit higher than if there's just 2. So if we can keep a healthy amount. But ship all these white coats out of here. Let's get them all out of here. If I have to ship these guys down here and then I trade with them, get their books, whatever, mining surplus material books or maps they have, and then I have to kill them because they're worthless, that's fine. I don't care. We just got to get them out of here so it's less confusing. If I can sort out all the white coats, that's kind of what I'm going for here. Fortunately, no one's in this room, and this entire process kind of revolves around this room being functional. So what I can do, I can absolutely kind of mess with this wall a little bit here. And, yep, of course, they're going to run in there, which is not what I wanted. I was going to say I can mess with this wall a little bit and kind of open up this a little bit more so I can put a boat over there and then still pull them. Because I don't think I'm going to be using this mob spawner anytime soon. Maybe I will. I could just dismantle this 4th one. Or this 5th one. I could just use those 4. Let's just go ahead and make that the plan. Give me a little bit more breathing room over here. There we go. That's a little bit wonky, but it'll get the job done. This guy's just kind of chilling over here, isn't he? Yep, that is very strange. Let's just go this way. Sweet. That's fine. I don't really care. I'll just leave this gate open. He'll walk down eventually. We can come back over here. We can mine this. Let's go ahead and break a few more blocks like this. Might as well make it match, right? Let's go ahead and get some oak wood. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but once again, we're going for function, not design. So yeah, if this is driving you up a wall, OCD, or whatever the case may be, I am sorry. I really am. But like I said, we're going for function here. I'm going to go and slap that down, and because there's another one behind me, I'm going to go and slap this down. I'm banking on no other villagers walking in this room and then stepping in that boat with him. Oh, and I forgot to mine the ceiling one more time. All right, hold on, buddy. I'm going to try to take us down slow. Yep. If I do it slow, no, neither of us get hurt. But yeah, if I try to speed it up, it becomes a whole, whole ordeal. Do not want that. All right, now let's bounce right back up. We'll do the same exact thing with this guy. There's actually a zombie on my roof still. Let me go take care of him first, because I do not like that at all. There we go. Take him out. Now we can go back into here, and crap, I have to go around. God damn it. All right, here we go, here we go. Oh, you got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. Luckily, it's another white coat, though. I can live with that. Yes. Yes, I can live with that. All right, let's just do this. Let's just do this. We're going to take you, and we're going to put you right there. Sweet. Not sweet. I hear zombie. There we go. Let's run inside real quick, see if we can get him too. Get you in the boat. Yes. There we go. Sweet. So we're getting all the white coats now. See, this is so much easier, dude. Just takes a little bit of patience, but I can control it more. The other one was just kind of random luck. Like if the villager walked in the room and I could push him into a minecart, it worked. This one I can just slap a boat down next to him no matter where they are, and it works. Which is way, 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 way nicer. Let's go ahead and move you and get you down here. Once again, this is a little bit of a patience deal because the boats are so slow down here. It is annoying, but I don't mind this. This isn't terrible. There we go. We got him in there. Let's get this guy next. Alrighty, we're taking him in here. Let's go ahead and put you there. Let me walk out, shut this. Bada bing, bada boom. Break this. Yep, he's going to take off running. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that boat quite yet. That's okay. Oh, wait. There we go. It's that simple, man. Oh my goodness, this is so much better. And then bada bing, bada boom, they're both in here. I haven't traded with either of them, but that's okay. Like I said, we'll mass trade with the cartographers at the same time. And I'm making this wall specifically all cartographers, just so I know where they all are, because God forbid I will not be able to tell a cartographer and an actual librarian apart. I will not be able to, especially if we start getting a lot more librarians, which unfortunately we have not really had a lot of. That is the big bummer, I guess, in this whole episode, in this whole journey of trying to get a mending villager. You know, I may just leave the roof as is. Oh, man, I say that, but, you know, I'm like pulling back on the boat all the way to try to slow it down. Just let the current take me. Oh, there is a zombie villager. It's kind of a weird place for you to spawn. I don't like that. A smith. Oh, I don't know if I've pulled a smith over yet. Yeah, I don't know if I've pulled a smith over yet. That is okay. Let's see how many villagers we have. There's not a whole lot in this back room. However, I do feel as if we have quite a few villagers over there still. Let me bounce into here. Is there anyone in here still? No, that was the guy that fell into the boat. Cool. I don't need any more structural engineers. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's wood scaffolding in the blue. Yeah, okay, that's the same recipe. Sorry, I got a little confused there. Nope, it is the same. How we doing in here? Oh, I'm sorry, I walked in on something here. We got 2 breeding there. We got 2 in here. I don't think I have a butcher down there either. Ooh, they may be making a baby right now. I'm just going to throw a couple carrots on the ground there for you, buddy. Yep, take that. Go give it to someone special. And then I'm going to give you a couple of taters. There we go. Sweet, man. I don't know if this is helping the breeding process at all or not, but it makes me feel better, so I'm going to do it. We got another cartographer here and a librarian here. Oh, man. 6. According to my math, we have 6 villagers left in this building. Now, my only concern now is that they don't stop breeding. I hope that that underground facility... Okay, I just want to make sure. Are they doing it? It looks like they're doing it. There's hearts, man. I mean, this is as close as you can get, right? I don't want to upset them. I don't want to look at them. You know, please have a baby. Please have a baby. It's a white coat, too, man. Have a little white coat baby. That'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of hearts, man. I mean, something's happening, right? Oh, man. Don't tell me the butcher and the cuck chair ruined it for you guys. Oh, God, I hate that. And it's just a terrible experience for everyone involved. 2 things. I heard a baby. Oh, there is a baby. Yay, we got an armor, dude. A baby armor. They did have a baby. Sweet, man. +1. Okay. Sorry, I keep starting a bunch of sentences and not finishing any of them because the babies are being made. No, I think 6 is a good amount of villagers in here. 7 now. 6 adults, 1 baby. Just because, like I said, I don't want to have too little because then I don't think they will breed. I think I already said it, but I hope we're not too close to the actual dungeon over there where I'm storing all these villagers. Because I don't want them to be like, oh, the village is full, we can't have any more babies, because they're too close. You know, if I were to ship them really, really, really far away, obviously those villagers in the dungeon wouldn't be able to connect to this village because it'd be too many chunks away. I think we're far enough away. I think we're okay. But it's just kind of a prayer at this point, because who knows, man. There's a bed in here, so we're going to go ahead and sleep in here because it is now nighttime. It's kind of a waiting game at this point, too. I mean, everybody's here in one big circle, so let me just throw some wheat down. Let me just move to the side a little bit. Here's some more potatoes. Here's some more carrots. I hope everything's going well. You know, the fact that... Whoops, sorry. I closed that on you. Didn't mean to do that. Honestly, I probably should. I don't really care. These are all closed over here, so yeah, they're safe. I'm not too worried. We should probably... I'm thinking we go mining, maybe try to get some gold. I still think, even though it's incredibly expensive and time-consuming, and we're getting more cartographers than we are actual librarians, I think that this zombie villager spawner still could be a good opportunity for us. Because the villagers don't breed all that fast, and you got to consider, it's random what type of baby it'll be. It may not be a librarian. We've already seen that they've had a baby, and it was a baby cartographer, thankfully, right? I think just being able to narrow it down to cartographers and librarians via the white coat zombies will help us out. I could be wrong, but I think that's going to help out our odds. But it's expensive. I mean, you got to think it's 1 gold block basically, just about per golden apple, and that's per zombie. That is a lot. Now, there is a way if we go and get a gold ore, we can turn that into, I think, 3 or 4 gold. So if we get 2 gold ore, that's 1 golden apple, essentially. So I think that will work. Now, I got a couple more design concerns with this whole system here going on. It is the middle of summer. I just checked. It's, yeah, basically the middle of summer. So this is not going to freeze over at any time. However, I guess it won't necessarily hurt us when it freezes over. It will mean that we can't just glide down via water. We'll actually have to, like, glide down blocks, which will slow us down a little bit, but not the biggest deal. But also, the zombies can just go down there as they please right now. So I'm almost wondering, should I craft a lot of fences and just fence this whole thing off? I am leaning towards yes. Let's go ahead and do that. Whoops. That's fine. I don't really care. I didn't break anything too bad there. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some fences down because that will absolutely be a problem here the second I step away. There we go. I got some fencing around it. I assume that'll be okay. I don't think zombies can jump that, so that is okay. Now, my next concern is the roof. We've obviously seen that they can get up onto the roof, which is not ideal. So what I need to do is actually even the roof out like this, and then we will put our fences like that. But then you got to be a little careful and then put like a little bend like that so that way they can't walk around the edge and drop. That's perfect. Whoops, and I misplaced that, but I accidentally crafted the exact amount of fencing I need, which is kind of cool. I like that. Sweet, man. So there goes all of my design concerns. That is now safe. The ice thing's really not that big of a deal, I guess. I could always put torches. I might as well leave it. It's not that big. It's middle of summer. Hopefully we wrap this up by winter, but I'm not too confident at this point, to be honest. Yeah, well, we're going to go ahead and let those guys do their thing, kind of repopulate. Hopefully they get a few more babies. By the time we return, there'll be a few more adults. We'll go ahead and figure out what to do from there. I'm going to go ahead and sort my inventory and prepare for a mining trip, and I guess I will be back then. Alrighty, I've kind of sorted my inventory. I grabbed an empty backpack because I couldn't completely sort that other backpack I was using. We're actually going to go over here to one of my deaths. I think this is it. Yeah, right here in front of me. We found an oil deposit that I said I'd come back and mine at some point, as well as there's a whole ravine and cave system. So yeah, we'll go ahead and check that out. Well, I'll miss click of the sentry. Uh-oh. Oh. I put my sword away. Why I would do that, I do not know. But alright, cool. We are down in the ravine. And the mission is gold. Actually, dang it, man. This is tough because I'm already down here. There is some gold right here. Okay. Nah, scratch that, man. I do want to mine all this. There is still that oil down here. And I may come back and do that anyway. What am I saying? I'll go ahead and mine the oil real quick. We'll see how much there is here. I may not actually mine the cave. I'm thinking we have a mesa biome. Why don't we go to the mesa biome? Because that's like known for having gold, right? So since we're on the hunt for gold, we might as well go there, is kind of my thinking. I know the nether is known for gold too. I don't know about in this version, though. I don't really remember seeing any golden nuggets in the nether. This is a very small oil reserve, too. We actually have already completed it. That is actually insane how small that was. Nickel has been kind of hard for me to find, so I'm going to mine that real quick, too. And I like my aluminum ore clusters. Yeah, I say we just come back. I am not feeling this cave yet, just because I don't think there's going to be nearly as much gold as a mesa biome. And that's kind of what my mind is wandering to here, if I can think. All right, I got to bounce up, switch to the dirt. There we go. I haven't really made a staircase up from here, so you got to kind of awkwardly bounce and place dirt to get out, but that should do it. Sweet. And I know that was a really fast trip down there, but we did get some items, so I'll go ahead and move them up there. I don't think I'm going to need this backpack, so I'm just going to move it up there as well into my inventory. We just need this one backpack. We need the room in our hotbar. The Mesa also has an above-ground abandoned mine shaft or two that I've been wanting to check out. So yeah, I like the way that this is going, doing a little bit of adventuring. Before I go, I'm just going to do one more head count here at the Village Breeding Center to see if it's coming along nicely or if they're kind of just slacking. Well, I see 2 babies, one there, and then that one we already knew about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got an iron golem here. 7, 8 villagers. Yeah, so you just, while I set up for that mining trip, and in that short time period while I was mining, plus 1 more. Now, that is a downside that I didn't think about until right now about going to the Mesa. We're going to leave this area, so they will no longer be breeding. But that's okay. We'll come back, and if I got AFK or something, we'll just let it happen. You know what? While I'm up there, I'm going to go ahead and put a Mesa Waystone as well because, yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. I don't have anything anywhere near this Mesa to teleport to. Actually, if I remember, yeah, Pripyat was the closest place. We're going to have to teleport to Pripyat, the toxic wasteland over there, to the toxic village, if I can talk. My goodness. Is that a bear? There's a bear here in Pripyat. Okay, we gotta go. we gotta go, man. I don't want any smoke with that bear. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that. Alrighty, yep, we gotta bounce in this direction. Let's go ahead and do so. We are lagging a little bit. I may have to reset the game here at some point. We will see. And here we go. We are in the Mesa. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Waystone up here. Oh wow, there's all these mobs left over from the last time we were here at night. That's kind of crazy. Here we go, grab 1 Waystone. I can put this backpack back up into my inventory. Let's go ahead and slap this down. We'll do Mesa Dungeon. There we go. That way we know. Please don't be a blood moon. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a blood moon, isn't it? Because this is the first night this entire episode I have left my home. Nope. I think we are in the clear, and I remember to bring my bed this time. Look at me go, but I am going to have to grab this backpack again. God damn, every time I put it in my inventory, I need it. I hate that. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Sweet, the bed is back in our inventory. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a waypoint down here as well. Create new waypoint. Mesa Dungeon. I think I'm using the lime green for biome, so we're going to go ahead and save that. I'll go ahead and come back and edit that. If you guys have a cool name recommendation for this biome, let me know. Feel free to put it in the comment section and I will change it. I'll take the best one, or if there's one I really, really like or I think is clever, man, we'll absolutely do it. I may do a post as well in my community tab just to ask everybody at the same time, because I know some people aren't watching 45 minutes plus into my videos. So, although if you are watching 45 minutes plus into my videos and you have a name recommendation, that makes me absolutely prefer to go with your name, because you're the ones out here supporting the videos, man, and I really do appreciate that. So maybe not. We will see. But, yep, I love this biome. I love the mesas, man. I just absolutely love these biomes. And I'm pretty sure there is an abandoned mine shaft somewhere in this hill here. I can't quite remember where. Oh, I think I saw a bit of it. Yep, there it is. It's right there. Okay, that's part of it. I think it stretches over to this side as well, but we will get there when we get there. I think in order to get the gold, we actually have to get down into stone level, so this abandoned mine shaft is not going to do me a whole lot of good quite yet, but that's okay. We'll start here, and we'll move on. I'm going to be that guy. I don't have a whole lot of dark oak, so I'm just going to kind of raid the entire abandoned mine shaft here if it's dark oak. That also helps tell me where I have and have not been, as well as the rails. I like to collect the rails. I just love this color, dude. When you're mining in these abandoned mine shafts, the yellow, orange, and then you get to the normal terracotta. That looks so cool. That may just be me, man, but I absolutely love this biome. I know I've already said that once or twice, but it's because I mean it, man. Well, I accidentally mined a little bit too much, but I'm thinking about it. This is its own little island. I may just dismantle this whole side over here to get the terracotta at some point. We may do that now, because that's the big hill right there, and that'd be a pain in the ass to break down. But this side over here, oh, look how easy that is. If we do that, though, we got to break everything down. That means we got to get the dirt and crap, too, because we don't want any floating dirt or sand or all that bullshit. And you got to start from the top, because it does it in layers. We're going to fill this backpack up with so much shit. This is going to be something, man. We could do that hill over there too at some point. I'm just doing this one because I don't think I have a whole lot of terracotta in storage, so I might as well. Uh-oh, I'm starving. Well, I may have mined a little bit too much, but now I'm kind of wondering if I should do a quarry over here because I barely mined anything and I'm in gold level already because it's a mesa, so I'm thinking that might be the play. Well, I have done quite a bit, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for right now. I've gotten most of the mine shafts and all that stuff here. Really not a whole lot. There's that piece of gold I'm going to get before I head out right here. But, yeah, I guess not quite as good as I thought this abandoned mine shaft would be. I do have a couple more areas here I could explore. Yeah, I see all that's part of the abandoned mine shaft still. Oh, there's even some over there. Okay, so we're not done with the abandoned mine shaft. But I'm going to leave this little island or this little portion alone because it doesn't seem to be doing all that good. There's an eel in the water. There we go. I needed to bounce up. I didn't want him to bite my ankles. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting into the actual depth of the mine shaft here. I see a mine cart chest down there. Got some gold down here. Cool, so we know where the good stuff is. Let's go ahead and fight these guys. I saw and heard a bunch of mobs behind me. I just want to go check that out real quick. I think there's a creeper over here too, somewhere around here, so I got to be careful. There he is. There he is. Found him. All right, there we go. We have mined quite a bit so far. Let's see what's in this chest here. 2 diamonds. That's not bad. That wasn't a bad chest at all. I think we're going to toss those pumpkin seeds, though. We have quite a bit of pumpkins, man. We got an automatic pumpkin farm going, so yeah, I don't really care about that too much. Oh, more gold. Cha-ching. Nope, it looks like that was it for that mine shaft. Not a whole lot extra. However, I saw some gold on the side of this hill here somewhere. Let me see if I could drop down and find it. Oh, there's a few areas with gold on the side of the hill here. Yeah. Well, we haven't even really started mining, and we already have 40 gold from this biome, and I think it's a ×4. I think every gold ore you find is 4 golden ingots that you get after you go through the entire process. So that is 160 gold, if I am not mistaken. That is a lot of gold, and I see a cave right there, and possibly a cave right there. I'm trying to... Oh, and there's one here, maybe. I'm trying not to just dig down or quarry quite yet. I wouldn't hate to at some point, but I feel like there's got to be enough gold on the open surface that we can just explore that for now. There we go. Yeah, we'll hit him. Let's keep going down in here. Any gold? No. Oh, they're going to fight now. That's cool. Actually, I like that. A lot of iron in this one. I'll take that too. Here we go. Got a little bit of gold at the bottom of this cave, but that is pretty much it. Mostly iron, but I absolutely love iron, so that is A-okay. Oh, we got oil sand. That's cool. I like oil sand. I don't know what oil sand does, but I like it. We got ourselves a slightly bigger cave here. A lot of skeletons. Oh, God, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that at all. No, I don't like that. That is freaking creepy, dude. That spider. Nah, I don't like that at all, dude. I don't like that at all. Oh, he's coming for me now. I'm going to shoot it. Yep. Didn't like that. There we go. Yeah, I don't like those tarantula-looking spiders, dude. That is creepy. We got some more oil sand right here. That is going to be it for that cave right there. That kind of stinks, man. We need to get into a deep cave, a cave that goes pretty far under. I don't know if the mesa I assume it's all the way to bedrock that there's an increased chance of gold spawning, but maybe it's just towards the surface. That could be as well. I actually do not know much about the mesa biome. I should spend more time on the Minecraft wiki, but the problem is there's so many instances of Minecraft, right? 1.12.2 and then modded too, so it may not be the same as 1.12.2. because other mods may be conflicting with it. But we got some gold in here. Sweet. We will take that and take that. That's 8 more gold. My goodness. We got to be over a stack of gold at this point. Yep, we got a little bit more gold up here. Oh, I think I got it all. Yep, there we go. And with another 19 gold, yeah, we are at a stack and 21 gold. Dude, that is a lot of gold. Fortunately, that's going to be it for that cave, too. A lot of these caves don't seem to go deep, which tells me the mesa biome may just be kind of a surface gold type of deal. Or maybe it's just bad luck. I mean, there are a lot of caves in normal Minecraft that don't go very far down. Got some oil sand right here. Oh, we got a little cave right here. Let's see how far down it goes. It doesn't. It just cuts back out to the side. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, no, it just cuts through the mountain. Dang it. Well, I think that's about... Oh, wait. Nope, there's one more cave right here with lava. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere, though. Nope, doesn't. All right. And now I think that's going to be it for all the open, surface caves in the mesa biome. Now, we do have this mesa dungeon, and for the life of me, I cannot remember how much we completed it. I don't know if it's like super complete or what. I don't know what the situation is here. I think we did complete it with the when it comes to the actual dungeon. I don't know if we straight off and did a whole lot of mining when it came to gold. So let's go down here and check it out, see what is going on. Aha. So that's kind of a problem, isn't it? This cave, at least this layer, is completely encased in terracotta, which means, yes, all the gold is not exposed. So if I run through and break all this, I may actually find a lot of gold. Let's try that. Now, the problem with that being I'm out of inventory space. So actually that plan may not work. Well, this was a great idea, actually. That's what we need to do, 100%. We need to come back down here. We need to go ahead and mine all this terracotta, sandstone, and whatnot. Because look at all that gold, iron, gold. We got more gold here. The problem is my inventory's full. And I'm not going to waste this terracotta. I absolutely love this terracotta. It's actually my favorite color of terracotta, the cyan. So, oh, there's more gold up there. Yeah, look at this. I guarantee... Oh, I was going to say, guarantee there's going to be more gold when I mine that, but there actually wasn't. So good thing I didn't finish that sentence. But yeah, man, there's so much gold down here. That's 100% what we got to do. My goodness, look at all this gold. I'm just torching up the cave, man. It's just gold, 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 gold. Yes, this was the correct idea. I'm glad I thought of this. This was the play. I guarantee, even though we had to come all the way out here and we got sidetracked and all this crap, I guarantee we have more gold now than we would have if we were just straight up mining, because this is a ton of gold. We're getting a decent amount of iron, too, which is probably my other favorite material. Or maybe not favorite. I mean, I really do like iron, but man, it's just such a required material in this mod pack. Well, my plan still stands. I'm going to have to go back and get a new backpack or something because I am completely filled up. But I found if I just go through and mine all the sandstone right now, it'll actually make it easier for when I come back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for just a second because I have a little bit of inventory space left. And then it still exposes gold sometimes. Hell yeah, dude. And iron, and iron. Alrighty, my inventory is officially full. So full, I don't even think I can hold that gold anymore. So we're going to go ahead and boogie, man. We are absolutely destroying this dungeon, though. That is, yeah, kind of a bummer, because this was a really cool-looking dungeon. But, oh well, I can't be bothered. Gold and terracotta is more important to me than looks or design. If that's not apparent so far in this series, then I don't know what to tell you. Design has not been the greatest in this series. I promise I can build. It's just... we haven't gotten to that point where I feel like I have enough supplies and patience, I guess. Thankfully, we just put this wonderful waystone here, man. I don't know why that hasn't been here since the day we found that structure. I really do not know. Another downside is I don't know how I'm going to fit all this stuff. Crap, dude. Ain't this beautiful, man? Almost 2 full stacks of gold. We got almost a full stack of iron. That is awesome. That was a successful mining trip. That didn't take me long at all either. That was a very short mining trip. We're going to go ahead and throw all that gold in there. I guess I'll let this rotten flesh continue. We really don't need any more of it, but why stop it? It's already going. You know what? I actually changed my mind. I slept the night away. I grabbed an empty backpack. Honestly, I should go grab a second empty backpack now that I think about it. We're going to swap this out for gold. Gold has been so much more important to us as of late. I'd rather have both of those or acidizers, if I could talk, producing gold. And yes, we are indeed going to grab a second backpack. We'll go ahead and put it in the bottom right corner of this one for whenever we need it. Because I am sure we are going to need it. We're going to go back and I'm going to mine a bunch of stuff. I'll just cut back once I have like a full backpack's worth of stuff. I'm sure this episode's already kind of running a little long. Alrighty, I am back, and that is going to finish up this mining trip for now. And as crazy as it is, I know we're kind of tearing down a dungeon versus actually mining. This may be the single most successful mining trip I have ever had when it comes to gold and iron. And the only reason I'm stopping now, as you can see, my hunger bar is nil. Luckily this is the only staircase I have left, but I have no food on me, and we are about to starve. If it wasn't for me about to starve, I would have kept going. We have 5.5 stacks of gold, 3.5 stacks of iron. That does not include the iron and gold we got in our first attempt, because we already dropped that off back home, which I will show you here momentarily. I got to slowly walk over to here, though. Thankfully, I put all the potatoes for villagers in this chest right there. That is nice, and actually I was a little bummed because I thought I had a reserve stack of potatoes right here, but I did not. I accidentally unloaded that as well, so otherwise I would have kept going, man. But what a successful mining trip. We're going to go ahead and spend the next while processing all of this gold and iron, and we're going to do our best to try to, I mean, I'm not going to use it all for golden apples. Obviously, we're going to stockpile some of it. I think I've used over a stack of gold already for random golden apples and all kinds of knickknacks we've been doing recently. But look at that, man. 2 stacks of gold crystals. That is absolutely bonkers. Let me go ahead and fill both those up all the way. Because let's look at what gold is when you break it down. Here you go. Gold crystal. 1 single gold crystal will break down into 4 gold powder. You also get 1 small drop of mercury, 1 tiny pile of lithium powder, both of which are pretty good as well. But you can smelt the gold powder into ingots. If you have not watched this series, if this is one of your first episodes, this is equivalent to 4 gold ingots. It just takes time in order to do, but man, is this a process or what? I absolutely love this. What we're going to do, just to show you how effective this is, actually, I'm going to go ahead and put one there. We'll break it into 4 stacks of 31. We're going to load all these up into the centrifuges, break them down, and let it go, baby. My goodness, yeah, this is going to take forever now to do all of this. Look at all the crystals I've been stockpiling up here. Look at that, 4 stacks and almost a half of iron. And we're probably not even done mining. And I mean, that's not everything, too. Here are my backpacks. Let me show you both backpacks. This is backpack number 1. Mostly filled up with building blocks. Not a whole lot in here. The terracotta, which I love, I'm never going to need again. Got a lot more terracotta and all the different stuff. Copper, kind of a sleeper cell as well, because we got a shitload of copper that trip. But it doesn't really feel... I mean, we use copper quite a bit. It didn't feel like we got that much. But yeah, we absolutely loaded up on the copper. A little bit of everything. We didn't get too deep. That's the thing. We only got to the second level of the dungeon, which is equivalent to getting into the lead range. You're not quite getting down into the uranium range. You can see I only got 1 uranium, and that's because I actually went all the way down a hole to bedrock, and it just happened to be there. We also got a lot of immersive engineering copper. I may set that aside, actually, just because I don't know if... I've tinkered with immersive engineering a little bit, but I don't know how much cross-compatible immersive engineering is with some of these other mods. So we may just set that aside just in case. Yeah, other than that, man, that was a super-duper successful trip. I'm not going to have room for all this, actually. Gosh, look at that, dude. That's it. I mean, I am full of iron crystals, too. Look at that. I can break that into halves. If this is your first time, we copper crystals, too. We can break that down. Let's just go ahead and do that because we are running out of room. If this is, once again, your first episode, man, let's check out the iron and copper crystals breakdown. Here are the iron crystals, also pretty cool. 4 iron, essentially, per crystal. You also get a titanium, just because why not? And then the lithium powder. And then copper crystals here, you get 4 copper, which would be equivalent to 4 ingots once again. You get sulfur and lithium powder. The lithium powder is good. I don't care where you get it from. The sulfur I could live without. That's not the greatest thing ever from copper. But let's go ahead and throw those iron in because, my goodness, yep, we're already halfway done with the gold. But, ladies and gentlemen, while all of that crystallizes, decrystallizes, and then smelts while we go through this entire process, and while the villagers still breed, actually, let's just bounce over, check on them one more time. I was going to say that's probably going to be it for now. I'm going to be honest, for the life of me, I don't know if I'm going to attach on a little segment to the end if we find a mending villager, or if it's going to have to carry into a 3rd episode. I feel like we've made a lot of progress. The problem is, I don't know if this mending villager is going to be, hey, bam, we get him tonight after, you know, I do my outro and bam, he's born, you know, or if this is like weeks and weeks and like real life weeks and weeks and weeks down the line. So we may just call it here and try to focus on something else for a little bit and just hope that in the background, eventually that perfect villager is born. Our Lord and Savior, the mending villager. We'll see if he is ever born. We had 8 villagers when we left to go mining. Let me go ahead and do a head count here real quick. I don't think any are over here. I'm just double checking. No, no one over here. Cool. So let's go ahead and count. They are not liking over here for some reason. I am noticing that now. I don't know if that's because there's not enough villagers or if I did something, but they are not a big fan of in that direction. I do not like that because I need that. I need them to go over there for the boats and stuff. Alrighty, it looks like our boys have grown up, and they are all like trying to cram this door here. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 8. I think there's 8 in front of this door here. I can't get in it, and well, neither can they. So, no more babies. What is going on here? I wonder. I just wonder if it's because there's no doors over here. I mean, to be fair, yeah, we got rid of all the doors, the entrance door and everything. So what if we throw a door like right here? I wonder if they come back this direction. I don't know. If for some reason they don't sense this as, oh, you know what? It could be because of this right here too. Oh yeah, it could be. So maybe it has to be daytime for them to come over to here. That would make sense, I guess, just because this wall may not be considered complete. I actually do not know, but we do have 8 villagers. We've been gone, so it makes sense that they haven't been breeding, right? That's not a big deal, but yeah, next episode, let's try to spice things up. We'll do something different here. We know this is going in the background, man. It just could, you know, randomly be, hey, it's another episode. We come check on it. Bam, mending villager. It could be random like that, man. I truly do not know how this is going to work. We are 2 episodes into it now. If you guys have any idea, any suggestions, any ways to improve it, let me know. I think it's just up to chance at this point. I think we just have to let the villagers kind of breed, do their thing. We'll obviously keep working in the dungeon, revamping it, moving villagers down there. And then I will keep turning zombie villagers back into normal villagers, or at least the white coat ones, the librarians. And if we do all that, man, hopefully one day, hopefully soon, we get a mending villager. I mean, it's going to be a glorious day. I'm hoping it happens. At this point, I'm not super duper confident, but you know what really kind of screwed us is the Techtopian mod. As much as I love that mod, I think it's a badass mod. Just the fact that those villagers do not spawn naturally now makes it really hard because all you had to do is just keep going to different villages, find the librarian, trade with him. Yep, doesn't have it. Go to a different village, and then they kind of breed themselves too. They do all the work for you there. But since we have the Techtopian mod, you kind of have to force them along because once again, they don't spawn naturally. So you almost have to do it for them, which just makes it way, way, way more harder and time consuming and all that good stuff. But, with that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We got a little bit of mining. I may do a little bit more mining in between episodes. If anything crazy happens, obviously I'll clip it and put it in the next episode. I got nothing to hide, man. All my VODs are uploaded unlisted to a second channel. Fortunately, I haven't made the link public yet. I know I said I would. It's kind of weird having the 2 hours of me just, talking to myself or background noise going on in the VOD. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's different from a stream VOD where, someone's watching the entire, you hear me eating and all this weird stuff. So I don't know. I just haven't really wanted to. I could, if you guys really want me to make that link public for all the unlisted videos, I can. But with that, man, once again, thank you all for watching. Comment banana. That's just what I see right there. Comment banana if you made it to the end, man. I absolutely appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one.